Oh my, welcome, welcome, welcome to 10 Minutes of Tea with Tam. You are here with me and my guest. This is the place where it's not what I say, but it will be my guest that will be spilling all the tea. And I thought I'd let you see me on the my guest that I have this evening is Tajuanna Franklin. Um,
Mhm.
she was a native of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, till she ran off and left us and went to Georgia, but it's all good. It was all for God's plan. So I brought her on today so she could tell you a little bit more about her professional services and her business that she has that helps out with so many different things. Um, I just love to see her little face when it popped on. It was just so good to see your face. I said, "Oh, see, it was so good
I
to see
know,
you."
I miss y'all. I
Um,
miss everybody
and I'm
too.
glad said, "Oh, well, come back enough." So we'll catch them one time when they come back to Harrisburg. They always back here. Family's still here, so they'll always be
Yeah.
coming here. So
Mhm.
I brought her on um, to tell you a lot about the branding portion, the professional side, the administrative side, about all that she does. So I'm going to let you introduce. I'm going to let you introduce your own self. But
Mhm.
before we start, let me join in and say that I'm going to do my would you rather questions. I do it with everyone. It's to help break up the little monotony so that everybody doesn't feel like I'm, ugh. If you get too serious after a while, folks, that ain't you, Tam. That ain't you. You know what I mean? So, do you mind?
I don't mind. Let's go.
Here we go. The first question I would like to ask you, Miss Franklin, would you rather watch a television show or would you rather just scroll and watch things on YouTube? Which one do you prefer?
A TV show. A TV show.
Oh,
I am an avid fan of binge watching. So I am the that one that'll wait till the series is all done and put on Netflix or Hulu, and I will
yes.
start series one and go all the way through.
And then watch it. Take a Saturday afternoon or something when you ain't doing nothing and
Yes,
just watch show after
just
show.
watch
That's
it
me.
all.
And
Yep,
the weather's
that's me.
changing now. You'll find some good stuff. The weather's
Yes.
changing.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
The next question I have is okay, now because I do know that you are also a partner with your husband in the what now? Let me get it straight. I don't want to mess up that name. It is three chord production, right?
You got
So
it. Yep.
you also partner in that business. And so I would like to ask you this question. Would you rather be backstage with your favorite band, or
Hmm.
would you rather be an extra on your favorite TV show?
Ooh. I'm gonna say extra on the TV show.
You say, "Oh, get that band. I want to be a
Yes,
star."
I think that would be so much fun. So much fun just to be in character, even if it's just reality, just to be, well, reality is scripted too. So just to be in character and on TV, that would probably be fun. Listen, I add that to my binge watching series, right?
It is. So now that I didn't acted a nut with you for a few minutes, I'm going to take this time and let you introduce yourself, tell them about
Yeah.
yourself. We are now residing, and you can take it away.
Awesome. So I am Tawana Franklin. My husband is Jarrell Franklin. And
Mhm.
I started my business, CSM Professional Services, not about 2 years ago. We just celebrated our 2 year anniversary, September 22nd. Yes. And so how I got into that, of course, we know COVID hit everybody, right? And my baby son is asthmatic. And so I was working at the House of Representatives for state representative, and I had been there for well over 18 years. And so doing that, being an executive assistant. I've been an executive assistant since co-op, which was 16 years old. So my first
Mm.
co-op job was in the executive offices of the local and area transportation. So when I started in the field, that's what I started out as the top, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so being trained in that for over 20 something years, I don't want to age myself, but over 20
Mm.
something years.
A long periodical time.
A
Just tell them it was just
long
a
time, right? A long. And so that was my thing. I absolutely loved being, an executive assistant, administrative assistant. And so doing that for the state representative when COVID hit, we were doing it from home. And so at the time he was running for lieutenant governor. And so he was just like, I need everybody back in the office. And I was just like, at that time, having to decide between my baby, sending him back to school and running the risk of COVID or staying home. And so talked to my pastor, Pastor Larry Colbert, give him a shout out. I had spoke to him and told him my dilemma. And he was just like, well, why don't you do it for yourself? And I was just
And you
like,
see,
yeah, like, how do you do that? Because we've been raised that, you find a career, you work in that career, you retire from that career, right? And so we're raised with that mentality. So I was thinking, like, how can I possibly do that? I don't come from a line of entrepreneurs. So I had no
right.
clue that this is what you do and you can do it for yourself type of thing. And so when he said that, I drove home and I was driving home because I was at church at the time. And I was thinking, like, Lord, well, how do I do that? Because I would love to do it. Well, he deposited
Right.
so much in me. And so by the time,
Oh,
and that was just like a good 10-minute ride. By the time I got home, I had my notebook out and I was just writing
you
everything
said,
that the Holy Spirit gave me. I
I'm
was
just
going.
writing it down.
And so
That's right.
yeah, I had filed paperwork, did everything, website, everything that the Holy Spirit had told me to do. I did everything
Mhm.
and launched it on September 22nd of 2021. And 2 weeks
Mhm.
within launching my business, I was put in a position where I could retire. And so,
You was like, come on,
yeah,
God.
yeah, he
I
worked
know
it
that's
out.
right.
And so, yeah, I had told my boss, that this is what I was going to do. I was going to start my own business. So I, just asked if he could give me some time to transition to that, not knowing that all I would need was 2 weeks time, right? So, yes, and shout out to him. He was an amazing boss. He is actually our lieutenant governor. Well, your lieutenant governor now, Austin Davis at the time. He was an awesome, awesome boss and
Mhm.
determined. And so, yeah, he encouraged me with that. And so when I started my business, like I said, it just took off. And here I am 2 years later. And
Mhm.
so it's been a blessing. I have definitely been blessed with a lot of different businesses, not just one lane. I've worked with
Okay.
lobbyists, worked with lobbyists, hair salons, production companies, just regular entrepreneurs,
You
even
was like,
corporations.
yes,
Yeah,
because it's
even
different.
corporations,
Hey,
UGI. So I've been blessed to work with an array of people and businesses. So
yes.
it's definitely been a blessing. So what I do administrative support. That's anything from your
Mhm.
correspondence, emails, um, anything, letter writing,
Yeah.
email management, travel, scheduling. It's all of that. Everything
No,
administrative.
the complete
We do.
package.
Yes, project management.
Yes.
Project management comes by way of, you have different companies that want to start a project and they don't have the means to do it inside. So they contract out. So you start that project from
Mhm.
start to finish. So those are my termed contracts more so, it's based off of how long the project is needed. We
Mhm.
do data entry. We also do social media management, customer support, and financial management. So all of those things. And of course, with all of those
Yes.
things, branded content. So those are kind of like my a la carte things that I do. I don't call myself a graphic
Oh,
designer, although I absolutely love graphic designing, but my
well,
branded content.
it's just you doing everything.
It is. It's
Do
me.
you?
Well, my son that works
Okay.
with me as well. Yep. My oldest son works
Okay.
with me as well. So he does my
Okay.
customer support. So he does a lot of those
Oh,
contracts.
that's good. Because I was like, what?
Yeah.
Sis? And a married woman with a family and a husband and kids
Listen,
too?
and a second
Woo. Oh,
business, yeah, we are doing it. We are doing it.
yes.
God is good. So yeah, and I'm getting to the position where, now I'm starting to ask God for wisdom with expanding and being able to bring others underneath me to be able to work. In addition to my son, to be able to work with me as well. So we're preparing for
Yes.
that. We are preparing for that.
Well, God graces us. Yeah, what he gives us, he graces us for. So he will definitely that will definitely not be a problem. I believe he graces it. He will grace you
Yeah.
for that. So you'll have the strength, the ability, the wisdom, all of that will definitely come together. I love that. No, I love that. So
Mhm.
a lot of your contracts, I mean, have they all been based there from out of Georgia area since you're down that way, or have they been all over, just all over?
Yeah, so they've always been all over. When I was in PA, I
Mm-hmm.
had contracts from California, Virginia, Maryland, Michigan, um, oof, Alabama. I'm trying to think where else because it's been, I mean, they've been everywhere. Like I've had the majority of
Right.
contracts everywhere else other than the state that I lived in.
That
So
is
yeah,
great.
yeah, so
I
yeah, and
love that.
I don't have any Georgia contracts right now, but yeah, they're all everywhere. They're
Yes,
everywhere.
yes. You say, I'm here and all my contracts. That is great, though. That's great.
Yeah.
And since you're on here, you might as well give a plug about the other business. You might as well
My
throw that in
production
too. Tell them about
company. Yes. So
too.
3CP came from my passion and my husband's passion. So I have a passion. I've always loved event planning, event coordination. So that was my thing. Putting birthdays together, doing the graphics for it, invites, all of that, thank yous. I absolutely love that. And was always asked to do different parties. And of course, my husband is a musician. And so when we got together, it was just like we were doing a lot of events together, like putting on our music events and doing different stuff. And so I was like, somebody, of course, again, deposited in us that we should probably, make it a company. And it was just like, you're talking to two
Business.
people who
Yeah.
have passion. Like, we just want to
Mhm.
do it because we just love doing it. We just want to help, and
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
we came together and, decided, yeah, we probably should go ahead and make this official. And so we did that. We're actually celebrating 5 years tomorrow. 5 years we
Yeah.
created our business tomorrow. Isn't that something? And so,
Yes.
yeah, we do sound rental. We've, of course, over the years expanded our knowledge and our businesses, our services. So, we have the live
Mhm.
musical entertainment, we have artist management, artist development, we have the music production, and then we do sound rental. So that's what has really taken off here in Georgia is our sound rental.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
you would expect that more, yeah, because that's more of a state where it's a lot of entertainment and
a
TV and
lot
things
of
of
it.
that nature. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that was a good move to, at least to branch out there, because that's a
yeah,
pretty good state for things of that nature. But I'm just so glad that you actually stepped out on your own and you did your own
yeah,
thing and you got that little
yes.
I love that. I can say, oh, professional services. Go ahead now. She a professional. But
Yeah.
well, I will say this. We all have, my I don't even know how to put it. My dream of doing something other than what I was doing was not necessarily like, oh my God, it was a passion of mine. It was just
Yeah,
that I just liked other people to tell their stuff and then they
yeah,
could put their business out there. And I thought it was wonderful because I was like, well, maybe if I tried that, just one or two, I didn't mind talking, I trust me, I talk enough trash that I can be the gift of gab. So it was like, okay, let's try the first one. And it was like, oh, I kind of think I this. Like I kind of like finding out new things and interesting things and all the
yeah.
things that people do. So I was like,
Mhm.
yeah, let's go for it. And it was so wonderful to be able to come across. I would watch you and I kept saying, oh my, she is rolling with this business.
Mhm.
See if I can get her to get her business out there too. I mean, even if it's just one or two people that catch wind of it, it's one or
Yeah,
two more people than you had. And so
it's a blessing.
therefore
Yeah,
I was like, anything's a gift. Yeah. So I was like,
it's a
see if she
blessing.
would be willing to come on and tell about her business. And
Yes,
appreciate
absolutely.
that so much. But now, if you want to take the time, you can go ahead and give them your info, tell them where they can reach
Yes.
you, if they need
Yeah.
services or anything.
Absolutely. So I do have a website is csmprofessionalservices.com. So that's www.csmprofessionalservices.com. You can
Hmm.
contact me by phone, which is 717-592-9199. And then
Hmm.
my email is also Tajuanna at csmprofessionalservices.com. So Tajuanna is Tajuanna. I got to spell that out because it is not normal.
She said, let me spell that out for the
Let me
people.
spell that one out. Yep. Yeah, and so yeah, you can reach out. I do offer a 30-minute needs assessment. And so what that
That's what I was
is,
going to say. Well, if they call, yeah, will they
yep,
be
when
able
they
to
reach
talk with
out.
you first to find out? Mm-hmm.
Yes, yep. So you can book that freely from my website, what date is and time is convenient for you, or you can give me a call and then I could schedule it as well. But yeah, I do offer that 30-minute needs assessment. And that is just convenient for you and I both, so that way you tell me what services you need. I can let you know if
Right.
that's something that I can provide. And then also if it's more services that I hear that you are needing that, you're not sure that you know what you need, I can also
Yeah, because
say,
most
hey,
people, well, that's it. Most people don't really know what they need. So, especially if that's something, I love that, the assessment. That's what I was thinking. Well, I'm wondering if they can actually talk with you first to find out, what it is they might need. But and it's because we live in such a social media world, everything is,
yeah,
you either put the services out there on websites or you put them out there, and it's so funny that you said, that your website has brand. I like the branding part, to help them, get a brand for themselves and get out there.
yeah,
That's a good thing too. I think a lot of people don't really know what they need.
right.
And yeah, so that help and that assessment is a good thing.
Yeah.
So how before I let you go, I want to always say, how is the fam? How's everybody doing? How's
Everybody is good. Yep, everybody's good. Like I said, Jarrell is doing really good with, he focuses more on putting 3CP out there while I'm doing
right,
CSM. We're kind of tackling it
right.
together. We're definitely blessed. We're full-time entrepreneurs. So, we left the regular, you
Listen.
know, 9 to 5 to do what we
Mhm.
love. And we have definitely been blessed to do that. So he is really staying booked and busy, which is good for me as well, but
Hey,
I'm booked and busy Monday through Friday, and then Friday hits, and then it's,
that's
conferences.
a
We
good
just did
thing
a
though.
retreat this past weekend. That was a full weekend retreat. And it was awesome. It was amazing. But it was busy.
Yes.
So we are definitely staying
Well,
busy.
that is
And the kids
definitely
are
a
great.
good thing. You see,
Yeah.
they always say it could either be a good thing or a God thing. This is all a God thing, because
This is a
yeah,
God
the
thing,
moving and
right?
the shaking of everything, it is definitely a God
Yes.
thing. So I
Yes,
am
it
really
is.
happy for y'all. I'm really proud that I can say my natives, my Harrisburg native people are out there doing their thing. So that's a good thing. And and before we leave, I pray good blessings over the business. I pray that God do all that you expect from Him, all that you ask of Him, and may favor fall upon you. And so I
I
thank you
received
for
it.
taking the time to come on. Yes.
Yeah.
So it was good seeing you, girl.
You too,
I'll
Miss
tell your
Tam. I
cousin I'm
appreciate
hi.
it. Yes, give us
You
some
take
love for
care.
me.
Yes, take care of yourselves. And tell
Thank
your
you.
husband, you're the star. He's not the star. You're the star. So take care, baby. It was so
Yeah,
nice talking to you. See
you
you,
too.
darling.
Take care.
Okay,